Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This next video is, as it says in the title, Double Threshold Training Day. So these are the new Nike trail running shoes I've just picked up, so I'm looking forward to using them. So session day, first of all you want to get your electrolytes in, a little bit of caffeine in here, and give it a good shake. So it's quite hot today for once. I live in the UK, so it's very rare we actually get nice weather, so I'm making the most. So I'm actually looking forward to taking the drone and getting some nice shots for once. It's very rare that I actually do a session in the light. So what is double threshold training? If you want to pause the screen here now, you'll be able to see, but this is an extract taken from Marius Bakin's study. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, he's the main man. So because he's winning everything and he trains like this, now it's become really popular. So basically, on a Tuesday and a Thursday they do 2 double thresholds. So for the top guys, they usually do about 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night worth of volume. So they're running about 3 minutes per kilometre. So as you can imagine, they're hitting 20 kilometres worth on a Tuesday and 20 kilometres on a Thursday. And then they do, on the example he's given there, they do 20 times 219 metre hills. So that's still quite tough as well. And they're running 100 to 120 mile a week. So obviously Jakob Ingebrigtsen's been doing this since he was about 16. So can you imagine how many miles he's banked and how consistent he's been over his career? I wouldn't even like to know what his threshold pace is. It's probably, honestly, it's probably 240 odd per kilometre, which is just ridiculous. So my threshold pace at the moment is about 5:30, 5:40s. When I was a bit fitter training for half marathons, I think I probably would have been nearer 5:20s. But over a long period of time, you can see how doing a lot of this training, your threshold pace comes down and comes down, and then eventually, you're running near 5-minute mile pace and feeling comfortable. So this road I'm on here is a 10-minute drive from my house. I'm only about a mile away from the beach, so it's quite handy. The only thing is, it does get quite windy. When I looked at the weather this morning, I realised it was going to be sunny, so I thought it's the perfect opportunity to get my session out of the way in the morning and do it along this road where it's nice and sunny. So here we go. This is 10 by a K, and the road was just over 2 kilometres long, so it meant I could do 2 reps going out, 2 reps coming back, then 2 out, 2 back, and then obviously 1 out and then 1 back. So I'll play some music and you can enjoy some nice drone footage shots. So I chucked the splits up on the screen there on each rep, but if you want to pause and look at this Chorus app, if you log into the app online or use the app on your phone, it's a great system. It shows you each reps and you can actually set up the sessions on your watch so it counts you down to the recoveries. So after the first session, I went for a walk with Maya and she fell asleep in the buggy. And then I got home and I had a nice cooked meal. It's important to get the calories back in. I know this isn't the healthiest option in the world, but it's one of my favourites. It's toad in the hole with veg and nice onion gravy. So moving on to the second session, I decided to make these reps shorter and I did 20 times 200 off just 25 seconds recovery.
It's so foggy, I can barely see in front of us. It's like pea soup. Come on then. First rep started. 400 meters. Double threshold day. This is how bad it is in front of us. I can barely even see.
I'm not going to lie guys, I left this a bit too late. It was 7 PM by the time I set off. It was really hard to motivate myself and get myself off the sofa. But just remember, the hardest part is getting out the door. If you just put your gear on and start warming up, you'll probably find that once you get into it, it's not too bad. And do you know what it is? Once I actually got into this session, it flew by because the recoveries were so short and my heart rate actually didn't climb very high. I felt more comfortable in this session than I did on the one in the morning. So I think with these sessions it's more mental. It seems like a lot of volume, but if you actually run it to your true threshold, wear a heart rate monitor and make sure you're not going above your threshold heart rate, they're actually quite manageable. Just make sure you get a nap in the afternoon if you can, and try and get a lot of calories in and drink plenty of water. And as you can see on this second session, my heart rate actually only got up to 159. Just a quick note to add at the end here, if you're not used to doing this type of training, just be careful. Maybe do a few double thresholds and start off a bit slower, maybe LT1 sort of marathon pace. Just you could overtrain quite easily doing this method if you pushed hard on one of them sessions. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one.